two major wildfires are carving a path of destruction through Southern California.
A pair of life-threatening infernos have exploded in size. They're showing no signs of slowing down at this hour. Scenes of chaos, heartbreak, and devastation in the Pacific Palisades, where the fierce flames have destroyed homes and forced tens of thousands to flee. And the winds are only expected to get worse as the night goes on.
And in the Altadena and Pasadena area, another brush fire is devastating a community, burning homes and leaving families rushing to escape. That includes dozens of senior citizens evacuated as the flames moved in. Let's begin with KTLA 5's John Fenoglio. He's live in Altadena with the latest on the Eaton Canyon brush fire. John?
Yeah, Cher and Micah, this fire broke out just after 6:30 this evening and shortly thereafter exploded in size. Take a look over my shoulder here and I can show you that by our count, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 homes that are currently burning right here off of New York Drive near North Altadena Drive. This is just near the Eaton Canyon Reservoir. Brush fire that began at just 10 acres and within 15 minutes exploded to some 200 acres. Right now, we're being told that the fire stands at around 400 acres scorched so far, but certainly that number is expected to grow as the winds continue to fan these flames across this foothill community. This is an area that is under mandatory evacuation orders at this moment. Hundreds of homes, people told to leave their homes in a moment's notice. And it's Lake Avenue to the west, Eaton Canyon Golf Course to the east, and Washington Boulevard to the south. That is a large swath of this community here in Altadena that were told to pack their things and leave immediately as this fire took off early this evening. And you can see the homes are torched. They are burning out of control right now. We've been following LA County fire crews closely as engine companies position themselves in front of these homes to try to get water on hot spots. But it is just an incredibly daunting effort. They just continue to jump from one house to the next. And when they realize that they simply cannot save a certain home, they go to the next one that they think they can try and save. But again, it is an incredibly difficult effort right now. And you see all these fire crews right here. This is CAL FIRE coming up New York Drive, heading towards North Altadena Drive right there. More resources on the way here for this destructive wildfire that is now chewing through this community here in Altadena. We are trying to make our way into some of these foothill areas. We understand that there are more homes on fire in the hills just above us right here. We're trying to get up there to see if we can talk to some of the folks. We did speak with a couple a short time ago during our last live report who told us that they are trying to help their daughter get her horses out to safety. They say that she needs help trying to round up her animals and get them out of this fire zone. So we don't believe that there are many people still left in this area as the flames continue to spread. But again, there are some people who are having a difficult time getting out of here. Of course, we heard from Jennifer McGraw earlier, who showed us just how many people are trying to evacuate this area. She's been speaking with some of those evacuees, and we know that many people who live in and around this area tonight are very worried about what may become of their home as these flames continue to spread. So we're going to keep an eye on things out here, and we'll bring you another update soon. For now, reporting live in Altadena, I'm John Fenoglio. Sharon Micah, back to you.
John, thank you. We continue to cover this fire near Altadena from a number of angles. Jennifer McGraw was speaking with a number of people trying to help some 99 residents of a senior living facility in an area adjacent to John's position, also in Altadena. Jen?
Yeah, Micah, I was since relocated and I still am a little south of John, and we're here in front of this home that firefighters are desperately trying to save and get this fire out, but at this point it looks to be a loss. We are here on Washington and Woodland, driving around this entire neighborhood and through these foothills. Palm trees are on fire, trees are on fire, and it is multiple streets This is the first time tonight I would say that the wind has slightly calmed down compared to what it was earlier. As those 99 patients were being transported, we saw that many of them couldn't walk. Many of them were being wheeled into different buses, even into a LAPD SWAT van to get them to safety. And as the last person was getting loaded up, we saw embers flying at us. There is no telling what is going to happen to that convalescent home, but the good news is that the community came together. Those 99 people are going to be saved tonight, but no doubt scary. This entire community is terrified. These winds are like nothing we have ever seen, and this fire is jumping from street to street. And where you saw from where John is, there are homes burning to the north of him, there are homes burning where he is, and there are homes burning where we are. And again, we've been talking about these winds all night. Firefighters are stretched thin. We've seen so many crews. You know, we've even seen the crews on the ground trying to get that fire out on the hillside near that Eaton Canyon trail. For those of you who are not familiar with the area, Eaton Canyon is a popular hiking trail. There's a campground up above, and then obviously down below, a dense community full of schools, churches, and homes. And as these firefighters work tirelessly tonight, again, they're in the Palisades, they're here, and there's no telling just how many homes are on fire right now, but we know that for sure it is dozens, and it's just absolutely devastating. We have seen such caring people tonight helping others, but it's so heartbreaking to see people lose their homes, flee from their homes, and in this case, the fire is so erratic. Why this home? And you never know why it's going to be this home. Because if you look, pan down the street, Ken, there are no other homes that are on fire. It's just this one. But again, if you go from street to street, it's the same thing that we're seeing. These firefighters are working and they're watching the homes that are right next to it to make sure that these embers aren't bouncing into the eaves of these homes. And, you know, one home goes up and the next home goes up. They have a major issue. Devastating, especially for the family who may be seeing this tonight, who had to evacuate. We are in a mandatory evacuation zone. Much of this area up to Foothill has been evacuated. Just, again, you guys, just heartbreaking to see. But also the heroism that is going on tonight is something that is really beautiful to see.
It certainly is, and they're doing such an incredible job, and you know, with limited resources, in the sense that we cannot fly, that you know, LA Fire and LA County Fire and all of the different agencies that could help, you know, with the firefighting effort can't do it because of the sheer fact that it's too windy and dangerous. And you know, we're talking of gusts of up to 100 miles per hour here, and you know, we'll get an update from Vera in a minute, but certainly they're doing all they can to every structure, home, business, to try and mitigate the loss. But you know, again, we are fighting against Mother Nature here, who is really in a ferocious mood tonight.
Yeah, the scenes of devastation, not only in Altadena, but of course in Pacific Palisades as well, where we have been watching a fire destroy dozens and dozens of homes and structures in the Pacific Palisades area throughout the day, into the night. It is an eerie picture there tonight. KTLA's Sandra Mitchell on the ground with a live look at just how bad it is still there tonight. Sandy.
Yeah, Micah, it's really bad. We are living through an absolutely catastrophic event here in the Los Angeles area tonight. Just behind us, what was a 5-story apartment building. You can see the flames are still raging tonight, but this building has been destroyed. We have watched over the past several hours as the roof collapsed, then the top floor, then the other floor, just collapsing onto itself. But there is still so much inside, and the fierce winds just feeding these flames. Just beside that, I should tell you, we're at Via de la Paz and Sunset Boulevard. Just beside that is a Shell gas station that also is completely destroyed. We passed by Palisades Charter Elementary School. That has burned to the ground. We watched as that went up in flames so quickly tonight. Fire crews are here, yes, but they just can't fight against these flames. Once a building catches fire, excuse me as I try to catch my breath, the winds are just so intense right now. Once they building catches fire, the firefighters are really just held back. They cannot go into these buildings, just too dangerous, too extreme. So they're trying to do structure protection to the other buildings around it. Earlier tonight, we were down on the beach and we talked to some of the evacuees who came from Tahitian Terrace. It's a mobile home park, a beautiful place to live. And they told us about the harrowing escape that they had earlier tonight. Let's listen now to evacuee Tony Vaughn.
It just moved so fast. It came over the hillside, embers started landing and catching things on fire, and that's when my son yelled, "Dad, we gotta get out of here." But my neighbor was still in his house, and I said, "Michael, Michael," and I'm banging on his wall and saying, we gotta go. And he was really slow at getting out. He wanted to get in his car. I knew it was gonna take too long, so I just pulled him in my truck and we got out of there. Things were burning.
So many heartwarming stories tonight of people helping each other, but also so many heartbreaking stories. I can tell you tomorrow when the sun comes up over Palisades, Pacific Palisades is going to look very different. We have seen so many businesses have burned, schools in the area have burned, homes have burned, apartment buildings and condominiums. This is a beautiful spot in Los Angeles, just a great place to live, a great place to come and visit. But tomorrow it is going to look very different. So many people have lost so much tonight. And as I said, it is just heartbreaking. The firefight is not over. Conditions are getting worse. The wind, it's hard to believe that it can get more intense, but it just does get more intense as the hours go by. Micah and Cher, back to you.
All right, Sandra Mitchell live for us there in the Pacific Palisades, and KTLA's Mary Beth McDade has been covering the Palisades fire for us tonight, and she joins us live with the latest on the raging firestorm from her vantage point. MB.
Yeah, hi there, you guys. Yeah, we were trying to make our way up to Dukes and Big Rock. My last hit, we had talked about there were some injured people coming down from the mountainside that were requiring some medical help. However, when we started going up there, oh man, it was just like, just raining down embers. There were some power poles burning at the bottom, about ready to fall off, a lot of low-hanging electrical wires. And so we just decided we got to get out of here. It's just silly to try to even make it up. They're far too dangerous. So we came back here, and this hillside's really gone up now. And joining me, we have Captain Eric Scott. And Captain Scott, if you can kind of bring me through. I know we had some people injured up there at Dukes and Big Rock.
Yes, we did. We had multiple people that were walking towards that restaurant Dukes that had suffered some burn injuries. So we realigned some resources to assess them and provide medical treatment.
Okay. And then also there was a female firefighter injured. I understand she was hurt in her head. What can you tell me about her?
25-year-old female. She was out on the lines and she suffered a significant head injury, so we had to rapidly treat and transport her to the hospital. So just those last couple of incidents within the last hour and a half gives you a little bit of idea of some of these challenges. These were the winds we anticipated. These were the winds we warned people about. These were the winds we were worried about.
Wow, these are unbelievable, and you guys really called it, because 10 o'clock, my goodness gracious, they have really just whipped up here. And how are you guys going to deal with this all night? No air support, you can't fly, and these winds are unbelievable. As you guys have been saying, they're life-threatening winds.
They are, and that's what we signed up for, and we just want people to heed the warnings. We want people to evacuate when we say evacuate, and this is an extremely dynamic fire, explosive fire growth. Pay attention to the wireless emergency alerts that we put out. I got you. And the evacuations, you can get a full update on lafd.org/news.
Boy, they are something. How much do you think this gust is?
Let's get you inside.
I'm like holding out with all my might. This is unbelievable. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. We're going to be out here all night with you, and we'll continue to get updates. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh my God, these gusts! I can't believe it. They're really powerful. I'm fine 1 second, and the gust comes through, and it literally just lifts you up off your feet. And we've got all these embers raining down around us. So it truly is just kind of hell on earth up here, I gotta be honest with you. All right, that's gonna do it for me at the command post at Will Rogers State Beach. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Mary Beth, be safe. Anchor yourself to something solid, and we'll see you again shortly. Jen McGraw in Altadena as a number of homes continue to burn here. This again, the Eaton Canyon fire that has spread into the neighborhoods of Altadena tonight. Jen?
Yeah, Micah, we were just at that one home on fire, and we looked down the street as we were turning around. We saw these multiple homes on fire. We're hearing massive explosions out here, home after home. Firefighters are down the street working on another home right now, but there's just not enough resources. Again, we're on Woodland off of Washington here in Altadena. This is absolutely heartbreaking. And when these homes go up in flames, we know that these embers stretch far. And just about a mile away where we were earlier, we could see multiple palm trees on fire, multiple trees on fire. And as you heard, the explosions. Obviously, we're keeping it safe and staying in the middle of the street and have an exit plan. It appears to be that this entire neighborhood is evacuated. And as I look over, I see a mailbox on fire by our truck. Firefighters, again, doing all they can to help this community, but these winds are ferocious, they're fierce, and they're fast. I live not too far from here, maybe about 10 minutes, and I could see the entire hillside on fire, and that was around 6:30. Ken, watch out! Fire truck. As I was saying, that whole hillside was on fire, and by the time I got out here, it was like multiple homes were on fire. Embers are flying everywhere. Devastating to see. And just how many homes ultimately this will be throughout the night, thinking that the wind is only going to get worse, is terrifying. And you can see how crazy it is out here. Look at how dark it's getting.
Yeah, and you can see how quickly these homes
I've been in a lot of fires,
go up.
and this is wild.
And how quickly a neighborhood can go up, and there's a prime example of it. All the embers and the powerful gusts, and it just takes a couple of seconds, and you've got more problems with more homes. This is what firefighters are dealing with, not only in these neighborhoods in Altadena, but of course in Pacific Palisades. We've been watching that throughout the day into the night.
Yeah, we have, and you see those embers just make their way down the road, and you know, both you and I, Micah, have been out on the field and have covered fires before, but nothing like this. This seems like just a whole nother level. We want to go to Carlos Salcedo. He is in the Pacific Palisades, and Carlos, you know, has been covering the fire for us there for some time now. Where are you in the Palisades?
Cher, we are in the 800 block of Radcliffe Avenue in Pacific Palisades. It is still an inferno out here. You can see just how strong the flames. Oh, whoa! And you heard that explosion there. This is the back of a home here. Trees up in flames at the moment. The flames spreading to the home here again, the 800 block of Radcliffe Avenue. Of course, we want to keep our distance, but we're hearing some bangs going on. We obviously don't know what's exploding, but just within the last 5 minutes, the flames have consumed this property, and it's images like this, dramatic images that we've seen all night long. The winds, the gusts, again, they're intensifying as well, which is helping fan these flames. Not only homes that have burned, we've also seen businesses and schools. We saw as the Charter Elementary School just went up in flames consuming the entire school, the entire property there. Also the nearby high school, the Charter High School, also going up in flames. But again, just how intense it is. You know, we're gonna have to, you see the embers there, we're gonna have to get out of here at the moment. So I'll send it back to you guys.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no, absolutely got to get out of there.
Get safe, get yourself to a better location, and we'll check back in with you, Carlos. It's a dynamic situation, obviously. We've been describing this throughout the day and into the night, and you see Exhibit A there of how quickly things can turn in any given situation, not just the winds, but other hazards as well that present themselves when neighborhoods go up in flames. It may have been a propane tank there that exploded. It looked like a series of them over the course of the last couple of minutes. Very, very dangerous, and obviously if you're too close to something like that, it can spell big problems for you. So Carlos, we'll lose the shot and you guys get safe, and we'll check back in a bit.
Yeah, all right, shut it down, and then we'll get back to you. This is the view from a airplane from KTLA photographer Paul Sanchez as he's giving us an aerial perspective to the devastation in the Palisades. Sky 5 unable to fly due to a temporary flight restriction put in place because President Biden is in town, but this is an incredible view of what it looks like from above.
Yeah, we will have more in terms of an aerial perspective, we believe, tomorrow once the sun comes up and we begin to get a good measure of the level of devastation here. But if you've been watching the coverage, you can deduce, frankly, dozens and dozens and dozens of homes in the Palisades area have been lost. The Palisades Village under siege tonight. Homes along PCH, along the beach, gone as well. One of two communities under siege tonight. Altadena struggling as well, as we saw moments ago. Entire neighborhoods burning, rows and rows of homes from a fire that is spread out of Eaton Canyon into the neighborhoods of Altadena. And case in point, we've got Jen live in that neighborhood that we just saw a few moments ago. Boy, those aerials over Pacific Palisades, something else.
Yeah, it's overwhelming to see how wide of a space that it is consumed, and makes you worry about all of those homes that are there. We want to go to Altadena, as you mentioned, Micah, and take a look at this video. It is just pitch black, no visibility whatsoever. The firefighters just disappearing into the dark. Let's go over to Jen McGraw right now. She's been watching this community and watching these homes ignite in minutes. Jen?
Sure, Micah, this is just unbelievable. We've seen homes perfectly fine and standing, and now just multiple homes on fire. These firefighters now trying to put out the brush that just caught fire before my last live shot. And I look over to my right, and there's another home on fire, and the winds are picking up. This neighborhood is in big trouble. And sadly, I look down the street as things are blowing up and embers are flying. I look down the street and I see hardly any fire trucks because it is so stretched thin at this point. Firefighters doing all they can to save this community, but at this point it's becoming a desperate situation. I bet you guys can hear the wind just howling. And as again, I can't begin to tell you how crazy it is to drive street by street by street, streets miles away, and see that palm trees are on fire, homes are on fire, daycares are on fire. We did drive by the Pasadena High School, and that was okay at that point, but there were some trees on fire.
It seems that we are losing your audio there, Jen. And it could be due to the wind and the area.
Sorry.
There you are. You're
back. To move I don't know. Yeah. So I got in the truck and I moved it real quick because I just wanted to make sure that there was enough room for firefighters to come down the street and fight this, because it's getting even worse. And if you pan over here, Ken, none of that was on fire. That house to the left wasn't on fire. Down the street, homes are on fire. And it just seems like an impossible task to ask these firefighters to do more than they're doing, because they're doing an incredible job, but just up against the world. This is insane. I've never seen anything like it, and I've covered so many fires, including the Paradise Fire in Northern California, where fire was all around me. But this is so widespread. This is covering miles. I'm just south of where John's at, on Washington, and he's on New York, so we're not far apart, but it's like multiple communities just burning down. And look, come this way, Ken. It's almost hard to breathe out here because of all the smoke.
Wow.
This home right there, Ken, was not on fire when I started this live shot. And then these are the firefighters that are down the street. And earlier, when I was watching the coverage with the Palisades, there were so many fire trucks out there. But again, it's a smaller region, and this area is so widespread. It's such a compact and dense community in Altadena, Pasadena. Right now, they're doing their best. It's just an unbelievable sight to see, and the winds that are just relentless and not stopping.
It is difficult to watch, and we know that the resources are there. More resources are arriving in the Altadena area. A large portion of the Altadena area under evacuation orders. Lake Avenue to the west, Eaton Canyon Golf Course to the east, all the way south to Washington Boulevard under evacuation orders. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of homes, thousands of people that are under the threat here of a wildfire that is burning unchecked at this point. You have the resources in the neighborhoods, and the firefighters doing all they can to protect these structures, but there are more homes burning than there are firefighters in the area tonight. And so the challenge is real, and this is just one area that we're seeing in Altadena tonight that is burning.
Right.
John Fenoglio is in another neighborhood adjacent to this live picture. We want to check in with John. Have you moved, John? What's the situation there?
Micah and Cher, yeah, we have moved just a little bit. We're still on New York Drive near Sierra Madre Villa Avenue, and what you're looking at right here is a hillside that's just fully engulfed. LA County fire crews here trying to extinguish the flames, trying to keep some of these trees, these palm trees that are burning above power lines, from snapping and bringing down those lines with them. And you'll have to forgive me, the wind gusts here are just incredible. Almost takes your breath away and almost knocks you off your feet. They're so strong at times. But as we've been showing you all night long, dozens of homes are burning here in Altadena as this fire continues to spread. The Eaton fire, which began just after 6:30 this evening, started as just about a 10-acre brush fire and quickly exploded in size within minutes. It was over 100 acres. At last count, it was 400 acres, but that number is certainly expected to grow as these Santa Ana winds continue to fan these flames. And if we pan the camera to the left, you can just see the ember cast here. They're trying to get some water on this hot spot right here, but every time the wind gusts, it is almost like a wall of flames, a wall of embers that just continues to push this fire further and further into this foothill community, setting homes on fire. As mentioned, we've seen dozens of homes, rows of homes burning as this fire just continues to spread unchecked. LA County Fire, along with many other agencies, are doing what they can to try and get water on all these different hot spots, but it's almost an impossible effort as this fire just continues to grow in size. Now, we do want to let you know that closures right now include Pasadena Unified School District. All campuses closed Wednesday. And for people affected by this fire, we know that there are hundreds of homes forced to evacuate this area. Mike had mentioned that evacuation order just a few moments ago. Anybody who is in this evacuation zone can head to the Pasadena Convention Center at 300 East Green Street. That's where people can regroup. That is an evacuation center that has been set up for people affected by the Eaton fire here in Altadena. The winds so strong at times, they've been knocking over power poles, knocking over street signs, street lights, and ripping the shingles off of roofs as firefighters try as they can to get water on some of these homes.